thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Here we go, Scott. Ready, right? Shot. Ready. Hot, hot. Time. Go. Ready. Hut. Let's go now. Head up.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Panthers and the Giants on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone.
Missed.
It will not go down. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Chuba Hubbard. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That is caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we'll call...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants 0. Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be. Someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit.
Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Hubbard not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Giants are going to get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's brought down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll go down at the 28.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
Powering his way forward. There he goes, left side.
Still going. He may go.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard,
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. It only only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now Jones. This one to Slayton over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They show off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
108 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
On 2nd and very short, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, why shit, man? Gold River! Gold River!
Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Harris Campbell from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this one too low.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
There's a nice move, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 2nd and 5. On the slant, this is Chark. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
On the go.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. And fights him off. That escapes the sack. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the half.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to two guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. These two coaching staffs are likely using this game as their dress rehearsal for the regular season. So some final adjustments being made. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now Dalton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Play action now, Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
3rd and 5.
Andy Dalton. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Sanders shaking and baking. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here now a 3rd and 20. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall. 28 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Check, Panther, alert, alert, roll.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It was DJ Johnson on the tackle. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Taylor to throw. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Taylor. Work in the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You know, this is the regular season part that we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you. But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 26. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Dalton off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Dalton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. On first down, it's Taylor. He's got it. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Breida is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Taylor's going to keep this. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Over the middle, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Okay, ready?
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Taylor. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida from 8 yards out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now down to 20. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That good for 22 and a first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And the Panthers first down.
Dalton sets up play action. That's going to be caught. It's Chenot. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Going for it with Sanders. Gets around him.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. And now to the air, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
From the 21, here's second down at 7.
And once again, this is Sanders. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Here's Dalton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Dalton.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game.
And the Panthers are able to extend their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Giants first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Now it's Taylor.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Now Taylor. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take
touchdown! Lawrence Cager, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.